In this video, I'm going to show you how to get rid of the squeaky door on your NES, and how to clean the 72-pin connector in the console, and how to clean the pins on your old games. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart to fix the very squeaky door. Alright, so the next part of this is taking off these tiny screws that hold down the door. Alright, so now that should pop off, and then the lid should come off like that. And we're left with the cartridge port lid door. So it's really nasty. Can't really see it on camera. Also right here, that's a bunch of gunk. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some isopropyl alcohol. So what you want to do with the isopropyl alcohol is take it and put it on a Q-tip. Oh, there we go. Here, splash a little on your table. Put it on a Q-tip and take it and rub off all the grime. And then just let that dry after doing it to each side. That's blurry. And then just set it off to the side to dry. Now this one, same deal, you get the dirty spot and just rub it on there. Nice and thick, and then just set it off to dry. Now how you clean the inside of it is you take one of these, a 1-Up card console cleaner. They make these for Super Nintendos, N64s, basically anything that uses cartridges. They have a 1-Up card for it. So you just put it in there and then pull it out by this little red fabric. Pull it out, push it in. Pull it out, push it in. And then, now, it's gonna be hard to see, but there's little black lines on there. That's how dirty the cartridge port is. And then that's all you have to do to get all that grime off. Now, how to clean the cartridges. Well, this can be done with another Q-tip, and you rub it on there, and that cleans them. Yeah, that was actually really dirty. I just cleaned this. There you go. Or 1-Up card also sells little 1-Up cards. You take these and your 1-Up card solution that comes with them, pop it open, and on the card it says fluid and dry. You use the fluid side and you take and squeeze a little bit of 1-Up card fluid on there, and underneath, and you just rub that in there. Get all the grime off the contacts. And then once you're done with that, you also want to wipe out the inside of the case, like the plastic part in there. That'll get all the dust out of there and prevent you from getting dirty again. And then you take the dry side and rub it on there, and that picks up the rest of the dirt. And then that's all, and your cartridges should be working again. Okay, so now we're going to put it back together. What you want to do first is take the door and put it in this hole. Actually, you want to lift up the metal piece that we didn't fully unscrew. There we go. And then you want to put this black piece back on there. And and then set it down. Oh, dang. Okay, set it down on a firm surface, like your tabletop. Then you put the screw through the metal piece that we did take off, and inside, put it in this shape. There's a little indented piece of plastic there that's in the shape of the metal. Just slide the screw in the hole. All right, so once you get it in the hole, you take your screwdriver and screw it back on there pretty tight. Not too tight, but decently tight. And then take it over to the other side and screw that one in. That's tight. And then take the last two screws and put them in the other two holes. So now that you have that back on there, you want to set the top piece on the bottom piece. And then carefully flip it over, set it on there. Now, before you just go putting these in and screwing them in straight away, you need to take your screwdriver, and when you put it in, this prevents the plastic, like where the screw goes into, from snapping because the screw didn't set right. You screw backward until you hear a click, and then screw it in. Alright, now to test the console. Alright, so now we're going to test my NES with one of the cartridges that I cleaned. So that's working. Alright. Now this is a cartridge that I didn't clean. Look at that. That happens. So with this cartridge, when you clean it, that made it even worse. So sometimes your NES cartridges, sometimes the pins on there are corroded so much that even after cleaning it, it still doesn't fix the problem. So what you need to do with these cartridges is stick them in just ever so slightly until it like clicks against that piece of plastic. And there it works. So 99% of the time, that is gonna be your problem with games. And then that's the problem with the games. Either they need cleaned or they need to be put in just right. Now with the console, 99% of the time it's going to be the pins are dirty and you need to clean them with a 1-up card, or take the console fully apart and clean the pins out with a Q-tip. But sometimes the 72-pin connector in the back of the console will go bad. Like the pins in there will get bent down. With that, you just take a little pick and straighten them back out. You can just buy a replacement one for like $10 on Amazon. But yeah, that's all for today. Bye.